Hello, friends. Welcome to Akul Mic Live. And the big question today is, can we get out of our past? Forget going back in time and changing our past. Can we even get out of our past? And as we go on living our life, a lot of events keep happening, and we sometimes wish if I had taken a different decision, then my life would have been different. But really, can we get out of that situation? Can we even allow to think in that manner? So, to solve this problem in today's program, I will actually do a thought experiment along with you. So, let's say if we have a person sitting on his table along with a table lamp. As you can see, he is just simply enjoying his sitting there in his room along with his table lamp, and the table lamp is giving light to him. And as you can see that this man has no intention, but he is just getting his surroundings, and he himself is getting illuminated by that light. But by just getting illumination from that table lamp, what are the impact on our surroundings, on our life? So if we understand a little bit more in detail, as far as our understanding goes, the table lamp is going to give light in all directions. And this is what our perception tells us, that when we switch on the table lamp, it is giving lights in all directions, which is true also, because table lamp is giving the light, all the photons are traveling in all 360 degrees in a spherical motion, and it is spreading the light. Um, However, when we actually like to see the portion of the light which is getting to us, then what is that portion that is getting to us, and then we are able to notice that. So, taking this thought experiment forward, really, it is this particular triangle is something that we actually see. And whether you believe it or not, the light which is traveling at the angle of 45 degrees from the zero pitch, that is our pitch when we're looking straight into the table lamp, from that line, 45 degrees up and 45 degrees down is the cone of light, is what we actually see. So essentially, when the light is getting emitted from a table lamp, a 90-degree cone is what is visible to us at all time. So even though our perception is that the table lamp is giving 360 degrees of light, but in true sense, we are not actually getting all the light, because all other light is getting illuminated going out. Sometimes it is getting bounced off from items in the room, or sometimes if there is an opening, it is going out of the window forever, not reaching us. So the light and the photons which have escaped out of the room, we will never see them. So therefore, if this is a reality, let's make the things a little bit more complex. Let's say this room exists in space, and as you would agree with me that space is not stationary. While we are sitting in the room, we feel that we are sitting stationary, but in real sense, the space, the earth, everything is moving, and we are moving through space and also in time. So let's say for this particular picture, let's say we are moving in straight line through space, and as you can see that the cone of the light keeps increasing and spreading outwards at the speed of light. So let's say if we start switch on the table lamp, that is time 0, and from there on our journey starts, and then we keep progressing. As we keep progressing in our journey through space, the cone of the light which is coming at the 45 degrees angle towards us keeps increasing in diameter at the speed of light. So we will be traveling at certain speed, say 100 kilometers an hour, let's say, but the speed of light is constant, as we know. So the speed of light will always be casting a light bubble around us, and as we keep going forward and forward, the bubble keeps expanding and expanding, at all times. So, there could be an instance where we are actually also moving in time. So if that is the consideration also, if we consider that we are also moving not only in space but also in time, then our movement can be projected in this manner, as you can see in this picture, where we are traveling at a slight angle, where if we are traveling at the speed of light, then we'll be traveling vertically. But that is not the case. Nobody can travel at the speed of light, and where the time becomes zero and we are only traveling in time. So since we are traveling in space and time, and the speed is very very slow as compared to the speed of light, we will be traveling at a slight angle. But light, being light, will be always traveling at the speed of light and will be casting a cone 45 degrees from our line of view, from the source of the light, and this cone will be ever expanding to infinity. And if you can imagine the situation here, as this gentleman, he is just sitting around and the time is passing by, he is getting engulfed in a bigger and bigger cone of the same light which is being emitted from the table lamp. And as the time passes by, the cone of the light which is getting emitted from the table lamp keeps increasing bigger and bigger. And there is no way, even after 100 years, he will be still submerged in this light which has been emitted by the cone, by the table lamp, and it has now formed a much, much bigger cone. And therefore, you can never get out of this light which has been emitted by this table lamp. Even if you get up and go to a different room, but this light is already emitted, and since you're traveling in space-time, you will always be traveling within this cone of light. And even though you're not able to see, because the light would become very faint as the time passes by, but the fact of the matter is that light will be there, and you will always be able to see yourself as it existed few moments back because of this light which was emitted. Now let's say hypothetically you increase your speed, because right now we are saying that we are traveling very fast. If you increase the speed, and if you're able to travel faster than the speed of light, which will never happen, but even if you increase your speed, the first cone will also always be there, which will always keep surrounding you. You'll always be submerged inside that first light which has been emitted. So in nutshell, there is no way you can get out of your past. Whatever you do, there is no way. Physically, it is an impossibility to get out of your past, simply because I've given you this thought experiment. You can think about it. Write to me what you feel about this thought experiment. And it's just a thought experiment. I have not used any of these scientific equations, or I have not taken anybody's name like Einstein, or I have not given any theorem. It's just a thought experiment where even if you take a candle, the light of the candle will behave in the same manner as a light of a table lamp, or light of a much bigger source like a sun or a star or even a galaxy. Whenever there is a light which is coming to us and we are observing that light, from that point onwards, that same light will keep increasing their cone, and we will never be able to escape that reality. And that becomes our reality, that becomes our past, that becomes our present, and also sometime in some cases, if we are moving very fast, also becomes our future. It is an impossible task to get out of the past. This is what I have to say. If you have any suggestions, any comments, do write in. We can have a debate, we can have a discussion, and I will read out some of these special messages that you send to me in the next episode of Akul Mac Live. I'll stop today and say goodbye, only to catch you again in the next one.